So what is that sort of key messaging and plea for caution from George?
Good morning, Heidi. I think it was an interesting reminder about the gravity of what the Fed is doing here at the moment. You know, we're talking about last month's rate hike was the biggest since 1994. It looks like we're on track for another 75 basis points hike this month. These are huge interest rate moves, and Miss George came out and just made the point that at some point this is going to start hitting the consumer and businesses. She made the point they've only been tightening for about 4 months now, and yet there's already a lot of talk about recession risk in the US. She made the point that they need to be careful about the pace, and in fact it's the signalling that is just as important as anything else. Now, he made the point that Miss George did dissent against the 75 last month, but her urging of caution, I think, will certainly, it stokes those people who say that the US is heading for a steep slowdown given the pace of interest rate hikes that the Fed are pushing through.
And the Atlanta Fed President, Raphael Bostic, had a different take on how much the economy can actually take in terms of rate hikes.
Yeah, so this is then the other end of the spectrum, Sherry. Mr. Bostic came out and made the point, look, he's comfortable with a 75 basis points hike. He's not a voter this time around, but he said the economy can handle it. He's pointing towards the strong labour market. The jobs data on Friday was quite strong. We know that unemployment is still at a 50-year low. And of course, we will have the inflation data this week, looking at maybe 8.8% there, according to expectations, which is obviously sky high, even if there are indications that it has peaked. Most Fed officials at this point have signalled 75 basis points would be their preference, and of course, most investors now are priced in for a 75 basis points hike. So I think despite the concerns being raised by Ms. George, all the indications are that the Fed seems to be on track for that 75 basis points move. Mr. Bostic did say, however, that he doesn't see the case for going more than 75. He doesn't see, for example, the case for a 100 basis points rate hike.